doing some more bridge construction. One span is over there. This is a second longer span, and I'm leaving this gap here because on the far side of the pond there, I'm gonna need a place to have electrical outlets for pumps, perhaps lights, things like that. If I'm having a problem with algae in the water, I'll have to put a UV light in, and that obviously will require electricity. So what's going to happen is I will make a separate plywood panel to go over this part of the span, and I will dig down into the earth where this goes, put a plastic container there, and that will be the area where the electrical box will be. So it'll be underneath cover, sealed inside a box, and just run the cables in from here. Also, when the pumps will be beneath this, so you won't see them from the surface of the water, and the hoses leading up to the firewall will exit here, go underground, and go up against that back wall there. So that way they're all utilities are hidden, and you just see it, it'll appear as a natural spring or something like that. So back to work on bridge span number 2. Okay, so we've got the pond bridge spans roughly laid out. They're pretty much level, but I don't actually want them exactly level. I want a little bit of a pitch to them so that water will run off and not settle in them. These type of eucalyptus sticks will go across like this all the way down, and they'll also cover the front, so it gives it a rustic look. That open spot there, I will be building a small triangular section to fit in there with the sticks and everything, and then fasten that. That one is pretty much set where I like it, although this one's off. I want it like 0 degrees along the wall there, parallel to the wall. I think it's off a degree or two, so I may move this around. Right now that angle is sitting at 45 degrees, so if I do move this one a little, I've got some wiggle room to move that one. This area here that's open will have a plastic enclosure where electrical will terminate and run to the pump, and the pump will be sending water to a waterfall up there, and the pump will be beneath the bridge, come up from below and run around behind subterranean so that nobody sees the plumbing. Same thing. Another unique design element to this is, notice the water passing beneath the bridge and coming out the other side. That's an illusion, because you cannot get the liner in like a big O shape beneath there. It actually goes up onto solid ground so that there's not a continuous flow of water beneath there, but people coming over here are going to believe that that's an island and it's floating over. The bridge is passing from the mainland onto the island when actually it's an isthmus, peninsula, whatever you want to call it, coming out here. And the fish, they're settling down, getting used to their space. Gonna get some more plants. I want a whole bunch of like water plants in here. I'm not keen on those, but the shark liked those. When I was in my pond in Las Vegas, I had this stuff called umbrella reed. I don't know what its Latin name is, but they were cool. They popped up out of the water and spread out. I want some vertical stuff coming up out of the water. The lotus flowers are looking cool. Had a couple of them in bloom earlier today. Now that it's getting dark, they're closing up. But I'm passionate about this at this point. So I purchased these 3x3s as the frame for my bridge, and they look pretty good. Set up the frame, had it all ready to go, was about to start putting my runners on it. Lo and behold, look at the quality of this friggin' wood. It just snapped. So I need to go find a better place to get some 3x3s that can hold weight. So the bridge is going to be on hold for a while. Meanwhile, got our pump almost up and running. Okay, big architectural news for the pond. The bridge is finished and it's installed. Um, I this will be, I'm gonna try to, I've been done 2 videos so far and they were too long to put on Facebook, so I'll break this down into a couple of different things. Bridge we finished this afternoon. It's made kind of rustic looking. I was originally going to use bamboo, sliced bamboo that I saw on bridges in Vietnam. It's like that was a cool effect, rural effect, but the shark talked me into getting eucalyptus branches cut to size. They're doing the trick. I like it better than the bamboo. I was going to do a secondary bridge going over to where that flower pot is there, and my buds Mickey and the shark told me, no, don't do that. So we just went with the one right here, and with that not having a bridge, I'm going to do a tributary or a delta coming down and another one on this side, so that added effect. The problem is I don't have enough stones to do it, and I'll talk about the stones in a later video and talk about some of the other stuff here. Meanwhile, just wanted to give you guys a view of the bridge. Threw some potted plants out there at the end of it so that people don't walk into the water. But we're feeling good about the architectural progress. Okay, so we got the, I won't call it a bridge, let's call it a boardwalk or whatever, out to the peninsula. It is an illusion. You think that the water goes beneath it, and the water goes beneath it here, but there's no connection between those two pieces of water. But I wanted to give the illusion that it was a bridge. So we can call it a bridge. We've been gathering plants from around the yard, which is kind of cool because we have our salah here, and it looked pretty with the plants, but it wasn't functional because you couldn't do anything because all the plants were in the way. So we've been transporting those plants over here, and we're going to go shopping for more plants. My cousin Un gave us these yellow ones. I don't know where they're going to go. I want to get some ground cover to plant, actually cut back the residual liner there and do some ground cover right in that area there. This side I can probably get away with. Down the road, I spent a ton of money the last couple of months. 2 air conditioners went out. We bought a sofa, bought a refrigerator, and I bought all the stuff for this. So I'm kind of behind. The air conditioners set me back. I am going to go with, right now I have a 400 watt pump, and it's running through my filter, so that kind of slows down the flow a little bit. I will add an additional 600 watt pump, and then a smaller one to strictly go with the filter. Started experimenting with a tributary or a delta coming down the other side here. I am going to have to get more of these flat rocks. 6 baht each, 6 baht a kilo, and I'll probably go 300 kilos, which is about 660 pounds or whatever. And then that'll result in what, a 6 times 3, 1800 baht, which is around, $60, less than about $55. So probably go with that, $50 or whatever, to be able to do that, and another one coming around this side. So we're pleased with the results. Unfortunately, it's really hot and humid. The bridge is supposed to look rustic. The shark originally thought it was a stupid idea, and I'd originally planned on making slats out of sliced bamboo, and she came up with a great idea. She said use the eucalyptus branches. So I bought a ton of eucalyptus branches, and they were cheap. So I've got them all plugged in, and have the put a level on it. And then after I leveled it, I actually tilted it probably a degree or two so that water wouldn't settle. I didn't want it exactly level. So when it rains, I want the water to run off of it. So we've done that. Even with the very light flow with the 400 watt pump, it's very tranquil. Some people have told me, hey, leave it like that. But you know what? I want to go big. I want to go large. I want some gushing there. And I will keep the option of having 2 to 3 different pumps that I could have all going, or one just small one going, or, any combination, so that I can vary the flow when I need to, and leave it like this most of the time. But when I need the entertainment, I can up my game and kick in the turbos. So top of the waterfall, need some plants to put along the back to cover up that plastic. Other than that, what I've mentioned, we're pretty much good to go, and if somebody were to come to visit, I think they would be impressed. So party coming soon. As soon as we have it going, I need to throw some signage out here. I've got some ideas for that to add to to the decor and to the experience. And we're going to pick up a lot more aquatic plants, probably go shopping for those tomorrow, and we'll be good to go. Thank you all for following the progress. Okay, Sunday morning pond update. Been moving some of the flat stones away from the perimeter, and we got our little tributary going on. That's the water that comes out of the filter back into the pond. So I made a little stream. I was gonna do one over there, and I realized that there really wasn't enough water flow to make it look decent, so that's being deconstructed. Bunch of water plants we've added. We added this ground cover here, which will eventually grow and cover up the liner. I kind of like this little, small flow, so it's going well. I think I have an issue there I need to look at. Yeah, we get some water leaking. Fix that. Added a bunch of plants to the end of the bridge that'll eventually cover up the liner, put some stones there. It's just looking really good. So let me fix this issue here. I think I stepped on it and made a leak. Hey, it's Lung Jim here at Bannock Springs Wildlife Park. I wanted to say thank you for watching our videos. Please like, subscribe, share. Please leave a comment, positive or negative. We appreciate the feedback. And once again, thanks for watching.